What's your relationship like with money? I know what mine's like. I'm an emotional spender. I mean, I always thought of myself as an emotional eater, but when I think about it, I'm also an emotional spender, and sometimes it can be linked. I mean, what do you think you are? Hi, my name's Amanda and I'm the mortgage coach. I combine mortgage advice with financial coaching. People don't always realise that there are things that you need to do to get mortgage ready, and being good with your finances really is important. Now, at the end of the day, when I talk about your relationship with money, everybody says it stems from the age of 7. I mean, what kind of things were you taught? Were you taught that money was bad? Were you taught that there's always going to be an abundance of money? I mean, what kind of things spring to mind for you? What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through 3 reasons or 3 ways that you can actually improve your finance. That's what we're going to talk about today. So stick to the end because there will be a bonus. And what I'd like to also say is, if you're enjoying this video, if you're thinking that other people could really benefit from this, please subscribe and share. So let's get started. Now, the first thing is tracking your spending. I know, everybody thinks the first thing is to start with a budget, but it's not. It really is to track your spending, because if you don't know where your money goes, then what are you going to do? Basically, it's all very well setting a budget, but at the end of the day, can you stick to it? Is it realistic? Once you start tracking your finance and really knowing where it is, I would suggest a money diary. And what you do is you either have it on your phone, or you have it on a piece of paper if you're old school, or you have it on an Excel spreadsheet if you're an ex-accountant, not naming any names. But what you do is every single day, you write down what you spend, and then what I like to do is categorize it. Was it a necessary? Was it like a bill and it really needed to be paid? Or was it something that came up that did actually need to be paid? Or was it something that I just went on a whim? Did I go shopping? Did I buy some food? Did I buy an outfit? Did I, I mean, why did I spend that money? It's really good to also mirror what you're spending and when you're spending it and what your emotional state is. I find that's really important. The next thing is, once you've tracked your spending, I'd say for maybe a month, or a week if you're in a rush, but I definitely say for a month, then you can start looking at setting realistic financial goals. Because what you can do from the money that you've been tracking, you can then say, did you need to spend this? No. And then when you're doing realistic goals, you can say, okay, my food budget is going to be X, because even though I spent this month X, Y, and Z, I didn't actually need to. So setting realistic goals and realistic targets, and that really can help when it comes to saving up for that deposit for that property, which is one of the reasons why I do work with a lot of clients on their finance way before we even start looking at mortgages and things like that. Because the important things to look at when you're getting mortgage ready is, 1, your credit score, 2, what deposit you've got. So it's really important. And 3, they will look at your bank statements. So living in your overdraft isn't good. So sorting out your finances up front, a good 6 months before you're due to have a mortgage, is great. Now, the third thing I wanted to talk to you about is financial education. You really need to understand what it all means. And at the end of the day, you need to understand, when you get your pay slip, what is your national insurance? What is your tax going to be? When you're buying products, what is VAT? What doesn't have VAT? So you don't get any unexpected cost. So it's good to get that financial education as well. So just to recap, those are the 3 things that really will help your relationship with money. 1, tracking that spending. Use, as I said, a money diary. 2, set those realistic goals once you have tracked your spending and you know what is realistic. The key to this is realistic. And 3, get that financial education or personal finance education. And the best way I'd say to do that is carry on watching all my videos. And please, as I said, if you think anyone else is going to find this useful, please share, please subscribe, hit that notification, so then when I put on a new video, you've also got that. So as I said, This is what I think is really, really important when you are getting mortgage ready, sorting out your finances up front, using the information and the goals, and setting the goals in order to, part of your salary is going to go on saving a deposit, having an emergency fund, that kind of thing. Now, if you would like me to go into more detail, this was a whistle stop tour, but if you want me to go into more detail, please let me know, comment in the chat, and I will by all means do a more detailed video. So thanks so much for your time this evening, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.